Hello there everyone, welcome back. I can't believe it's already that time again, but it's time to remodel an architect home. This is architect home number 8 for mid-June 2020, and Alyssa over at Sims Therapy did the reviews and she picked this one for me. It's house number 8. And as I'm looking at it, I have already done the remodel, but I will tell you what I think about the before as we go through it, without giving you too many clues as to what I've done with it. It does have a basement here, as you see, and just so you know if you're new, when I do these, sometimes I'll take out the basement or a top floor, but for the house itself, for the most part, I do not change any walls. I work with what's there, even if some of the rooms are kind of oddly shaped. And that was the only thing about this layout that I actually had trouble with, was there were a few of the long, kind of narrow rooms that were hard to fit what I wanted to into them, but I think it worked out in the end, which you'll see here in just a minute. So you saw the basement. I like how it has a little mezzanine as you walk into the foyer. You can look down into the basement. And then there's a gap here that's actually outside, and I did figure out what I wanted to do with that. And you'll see that here in just a second. I was kind of confused as to why that was there, when it really could have just been part of another room or just kind of an additional hallway or something like that. But they did leave it there as a gap in between the house. But now we'll move on to the rest of the house. I actually like how they have it decorated. The colors are not colors that I would necessarily choose, but I do like how they have it laid out, as in what they did with the furniture. So you see the third floor here, and it just kind of has a mezzanine over top of that toddler play area. As for inventory for this house, you do get quite a few things, especially if you're a newer player, so that's always a good thing. And I like how they suspended this room here, but I will tell you ahead of time, I did take off the third floor. I just thought it could be a nice family home without it, but if you purchase the home, you definitely have a lot of room to work with here, especially if you keep the third floor on there. So there's the mezzanine there that looks down into the living room area. So I think it's a very nicely laid out home. It's just a lot of the colors and things aren't my personal taste, but they are probably very suitable for a lot of other people. They did put a lot of spa items in here too. See what I mean though with those long bathrooms? Just not something that I would have done, and it was a little bit of a challenge to work on it just to make it my own. It's definitely not saying anything negative at all about those rooms themselves. So that is the before. We'll go back out to the exterior, have one more last look at the before, and now I will show you what I did with the after. So as I mentioned, I took off the third level, and I'm so glad I did. It made it more of a manageable remodel, and I actually like the interior better now, the layout without the third floor. But otherwise, I did not change any walls in the house. I did keep part of the basement. I just erased a little bit of it instead of all of it because I liked the mezzanine that they had in the entryway. So this is what I've done with the backyard. None of this, of course, was here before. Since it is on a beachfront property, I wanted to maximize that. So I put a little gazebo out there, a hammock that overlooks the ocean, and kind of a windy sidewalk there with a little pond and a lot of flowers in between and some of the evergreen trees. A nice place to relax in the gazebo as well. And that is the backyard. So now we're going to come back around to the front, and as you can see here, I've added a balcony with some florals on it and used one of those plant holders there as a support beam for that. And then we're going to come inside, and as you can see, here's the entryway. I've left the mezzanine that they had there. I just added a staircase that goes down into the basement there. You can still see down in there. And the family room's down there. We'll go down there first and take a look. So let's go downstairs. And this room was already here. Again, I didn't change the size of it at all. I worked with what was here. I wanted to change it into like a TV and bar area, and also put a bookcase there and a computer. So it's kind of a multi-purpose family room down here, which I really like in a home. Just showing you all angles of that room. This is a room they already had here. It's a full 4-piece bathroom. I think it's a nice looking bathroom. I added a little linen shelf over there too. And then I left this here. They already had it as a utility room, and added a vacuum and the weather machine down there. So let's come up and take a look at the main floor. So you can go either way. You can go straight or left. We'll go left first into the living room area. This was a very large room and I wanted to make it the living room. So on one side I put your TV and bookshelves and fireplace, which is mainly just your sitting area / gathering area. Lots of bookshelves actually. And on this side I made it an area for the piano and a nice relaxing chair there, just to kind of properly space out all the furniture and get kind of a balance. And I think it turned out really nice in here. Lots of greens and ivories. And you can see there what I've done with that gap that was already in the home. So this was actually outdoors, and all I did was put some patio paving on it that would sort of match the wood floors in the home, and then pop the stairs in, and that was it. And you can add doorways at the bottom and at the top, and that made it a usable staircase for the house. So in here, which you can also get to from the entryway, is the kitchen and dining area. I used the Desert Oasis chairs, and since it has a little bit of blue in them, I used that blue rug. And over here, we'll just pretend like that's an area where they can sit and kind of do family business and pay bills right there in the kitchen. And then over here, I've used the old Japanese cabinets and countertops and mixed it with that blue stove and a stainless steel fridge, and I think it came together very well with old and new items. I wanted to use those cabinets because they almost exactly match the doors in the home and the archways. So this was that long skinny room that they had as a bathroom. It's one of them. I decided to make it an ensuite. You'll see that little door there between the washer and dryer that goes into the master bedroom, as well as a laundry room. So it's a laundry room and full bath combined this time, and I broke the space up with some of those cabinets. And even though I probably would not do that in real life, it actually works out just fine. It still looks stylish and it's very functional. So that's what I did with that bathroom. So let's go around here at the bottom of that staircase that I inserted, and you come into the master bedroom, and remember it does have a door to that bathroom. This is the smallest of the bedrooms in the home, but I did want to use this for the master because I already had the other living areas covered, and I wanted to use the other bedrooms upstairs for kids, so it would be a true family home. And I like how it's styled. I like the colors in there, and it does have a door that goes out to that beautiful patio area. So that's the new look of the downstairs. Again, I really think they did a great job on the layout. I like it a lot. The only thing I would change is I would break up that bath and laundry down there, but that's okay. And I wouldn't have put the hole in the middle of the house, but you can see here again, it just got used for a staircase. You can just use that. Even though it's outdoors, there's no hole in the roof, so technically now it's indoors. There's a door there at the top that goes into a bedroom that you'll see in just a second. Here is that mezzanine that was already there, so I just redecorated that. And it looks down into the kitchen and dining area. And I put a fireplace over here, and then just made this a nice little sitting area. Not a whole lot you can do with that space, but that would be up to you. And over here, that was another long skinny room that I did not want to use for a bedroom. So I used one of those huge pull doors and opened it up to the outside. So here it is. This is all opened up to the outside with the arches where the balcony is. So it can be used as an outdoor living area and be closed off in bad weather just by closing those big wide doors. Over here is the upstairs bath. Again, a little bit narrow and long for me, but I made this one work by spreading everything out and still trying to make it look good. And then I put those two big white rugs there to balance out the space. So at the top of the stairs, you saw the little door there that goes into what I've staged as maybe a teen or a preteen son's bedroom. He has a bed there, a dresser, lots of dirty clothes everywhere, lots of posters. There is a fireplace in there. He has a pet bed, a desk, and a TV. So pretty much anything that a teenage or preteen boy could possibly want or need in his room. And then coming around the balcony area, I've put in a toddler's room. This could be for a boy or a girl. I kept it in primary colors. I used just a twin bed in here, a regular twin bed, scattered some toys around, and then gave them an armoire. And you'll probably notice this house was also designed without closets, so I wanted dressers or armoires in all of the bedrooms. So that's what everything looks like now, and we'll take a look at it from above so you can see where I've placed everything. And remember, I don't usually do the grid on architect homes, but at least you can get an idea of what you could do with the home if you purchased it. And you see what I did with that outdoor space there just by adding a staircase. Here is the kitchen and dining room area now and what it looks like. That's the full bath and laundry for the master and the downstairs. There is the large living area and the master bedroom now. Then I'll give you a little look at what I did with the patio here, the sidewalk, and the gazebo. And then let's go downstairs and you'll see what I've turned into the family room area. There's the bathroom now and the utility room. And then we're going to go upstairs and take a look. And you see just the landing up there with the mezzanine that wraps around and looks down into the kitchen area. And here is what is now the outdoor living room / porch area. And the bathroom here for the family. And then another bedroom here. And the last bedroom here. So a very workable layout. And if you're not like me and you change walls, it's really not a big deal to remodel this house. But of course I put those rules on myself and I try to work with the space that's there, and that is really the fun part and the challenge. It's just taking what's there and making it my own, and I enjoyed it. So thank you so much, Alyssa over at Sims Therapy, for picking this house number 8 for me. Again, I really enjoyed remodeling it. I hope you all enjoyed the tour and the remodel too. If you did, let me know by hitting that like button or leaving me a comment. And thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate every one of you. Love you guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.